Hello! Thank you for stopping by today. I'm Smita and I blog at Smiling Colors, and today I'm showing you how you can paint the most easiest watercolor flowers. This is a very beginner and super simple technique. I'm making a set of thank you cards for bridesmaids in the process and will walk you through the steps. To start, I have trimmed some watercolor paper to be 4.25 by 5.5 inches in size, the standard A2 size. And I went ahead and printed a sentiment onto each card here. I will have a bonus video for you this week showing you how you can print sentiments like this from your computer. But basically, you can add a sentiment onto the card with some stamps or hand lettering or even just some stickers. For the watercolor flowers, you need 4 things: water, a brush, Tombow dual brush pens, and a blending palette. For this technique, you need to choose 2 colors with a high contrast. So I'm going to start with a pink and a purple here. Scribble the darker color onto the palette, use the lighter color marker to pick up some of the purple, and then draw a spiral circle onto the paper. The 2 colors blend and you get a slight variation of color here. Now wet your brush with water and spread the color around. Let the water do the work here. The flower will dry and have many shades of pink and purple in it. With my brush, I'm adding an abstract flower-like shape, but you can let it be a circle as well and it would look beautiful. Now I'm going to repeat this process. I like to add 3 flowers of each color in my bouquet and try to scatter them all around and keep the flower sizes different, like 2 large flowers and 1 smaller one. That's about it really. These flowers are really simple to paint. Try not to go back in and fuss with the flowers too much. Resist that temptation. Let them dry imperfectly. It all adds to the charm. These dual brush pens self-clean, so you don't have to worry about staining or spoiling your markers. These pens are water-based and hence work so beautifully for this technique. Now these color blobs may not look much like flowers, but once you start adding leaf shapes, it all starts making more sense. I like to add in a few berries or tiny circles all around and make them watery with my brush as well. Now that we have the flower bouquet shape, it's time to make the flowers have a little more definition. The flowers are all mostly dried, so I'm picking up more of the marker color from my palette and adding a few strokes to each flower. Don't think too much here, just add a few arcs of color onto the flowers. This makes it look like the flowers have petals and adds dimension and depth. And these should be quick strokes. Remember, we have a set of note cards to make here. Since I now have an idea of the colors I want to use and the placement of the flowers, I'm going to speed up the video here and show you a quick view of the process. I'm picking up the color and drawing the spiral circles with my Tombow dual brush pens on all 3 of the cards at once. I change colors and finish drawing the whole entire bouquet of flowers quickly here. Now I've listed the color numbers I've used in this particular card in the YouTube description box below in case you're interested to recreate something like this for yourself. Now I'm picking up water with my brush and painting in all of the flowers. When you have an assembly line like this, it goes much faster. And I think these cards are a great way to add a personal note to your bridesmaids or your friends, and you can use your wedding colors here as well. To finish off the cards, I chose a brown shimmer card from a card set by Die Cuts with a View. I love these cards because the inside is white and the outside has a shimmery shine to it. Very wedding themed. I'm trimming our flower panel just a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch smaller on the bottom. For the sides, I had to trim about 1/8 of an inch on each side, and I used this white area here as my guide. I adhered the panel onto the card using some Tombow Extreme adhesive. The final touch, to add a pop of contrast to the flower and tie in the black sentiment, I added tiny black centers to all of the flowers using the Tombow Mono Permanent Marker. And that's it. Here's a look at the final cards. This is an easy technique and I hope you give it a try. You could even use watercolor crayons to create this effect. I have been watercoloring more and more these days and I'm enjoying it so much. I did realize that my past few videos here have all been about card making, and I will try to do something new next week. Leave a comment below if you have an idea of what I should do for my next week's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will leave you today with a playlist of all of my watercoloring videos. I hope you enjoy it. Happy crafting, my friends!